Here. My cat's asleep in my bed, and it's filled with clothes. That's all clothes I got to put away. It's got to go in the bags and be sucked out and put to uh, aside, and then I put my other clothes away and get them all formulated where I can actually find them and wear them. So I found my friend Christina Deppa passed away 3 years ago. My kids nicknamed her Crazy Christine because let's just be on all honesty, she was a nutball. She really was. And yeah, I knew she wasn't going to, at the rate she was partying, there's no way anyone could survive that. I'm wearing my weed shirt, as you can see. I'll be working until late in the evening, till this is all cleared and all my clothes are cleared up and put away. And I can start in the next thing, which is getting all the crud and junk out of here and in its rightful place, and to get everything cleaned up. So when I get out of vacation, I can go back to work and not have to worry about cleaning this mountain of shit. It's other mountains of shit. There you go. She made this. Christina was a person, that's what she would do. She would make little things and sell them. She she was like a kind of a vagabond. She was like I'm gonna be honest with you. She was very much like what Harry married, except she was a little more honest. She couldn't have children either. Kind of funny. She really couldn't. I still haven't found my weed. I know it's here somewhere. I'll find it. Before my vacation, I'll find my weed. So when I find my weed, I'll be able. So yeah. It's kind of like the funny thing. Never again am I going to hide that on myself. I can't even find my vape thing again, but that's on my bed somewhere, and I know I'll find it.
Hey, Devin, are you up? Come up. What do you want? Yeah, we may need to start flooding that orchard if they're going to keep having fires back there. A sprinkler back there again.
So recently I was watching videos and one came on. It says, homeless man delivers Amazon packages.
Yeah, I may have to
so
do
he
that.
can survive. He's a young guy. He went and he had money and he saved up and he wanted to do well. So he went and was taken. Somebody scammed him over in, I think, Tokyo. So I subscribed and I'm watching his videos. He's generally just trying to do well. So he's showing, videos, and he probably, he lives in a small, we're talking itty bitty. You don't own nothing. You pretty much, he said he worked, I think it was 12 hours a day. And wearing a suit and the whole 9 yards. And it's just his depression. And I'm thinking, God, you weren't even making that good of a money and you had to wear a suit and stuff. So Japan's a lot different, but they do have, welfare and they do have those things. But he's homeless, and I've been watching his videos, and it's like the same in America. It's just a different um, language. So anyway, let's get the big one out and smoke that one. Hi, how are you? Yes. So I've been looking. Oh, I gotta get. All that behind me is my clothes. I'm almost done. It's a lot of stuff, but also I was cooking yesterday. I pretty much didn't do none of this yesterday because I had to help out. And there's certain things that my son can do all on his own. It's a small kitchen. The kitchen that I work from, the woman never cooked. Okay. She never use the kitchen for making more than, I think if you're cooking something that you're taking out from a frozen thing and throwing it in the oven, that's an awesome kitchen. But to actually make a big meal, it's not made, it's not convenient. There's not enough places for you to cut, for you to prepare. You need some prepared area, and I had to always make something up, something a little small. So I am smoking this still. I had a lot. It's 14 grams, so it's very good. Very good. A little bit more gone, but it is what it is, you know? And a little bit, that's my last bit of weed left. So anyway, I have been just like going every time I leave the room, I make a rule, on the average to take something out to throw away, you know, because a cat will, put stuff down and in crevices. So I walk and I look in there. Oh yeah, there's this, and I'm just, being a lot positive. I used to just, and it's hard for me lately to just get it all done in one shot, because a lot of times I'm like, what I'm going to do tonight, I'm rested. I'm going to be up until 12, working my butt off, and knowing that I can get this done, I'll be happy, because I'm finally feel okay. Thanksgiving's freaking done and all in the basket and everything's done. And cleaning, I had to help clean the kitchen and get it. Oh, that was the biggest black widow spider I seen. You see, I put together, because at the time that we moved in here, 2016, my ex said the world was going to end. I said, well, it's always, and I was taught that it is always good to have stuff off. You know what I mean? Like, I have certain things I will show you that you could buy and keep, and there's no expiration date. Believe it or not, I will show you that. I will show you my kitchen, my whole thing, how you can make a pretty well from nuts.com is where I got my stuff, where you get your protein. If you're not allergic to nuts, you're good with my program, and that's where you can make the food and your rice. Rice is forever. They found in tombs rice, and guess what they did? They cooked it up and it's still good to eat 3,000 years later. So rice has no expiration date. And I also have some stuff that doesn't have an expiration date, but you do have to keep it in an area that isn't moist. So if you open it up, you're going to have to, they used to sell it in these great containers. It'd be those big round containers for, I forget how much it was. It was over $100, but that was protein, and you could flavor it any way you want, if you got anything in your thing. So let's go, and we have Mr. Predicto. I put on the bottom, I really didn't know what to put out because of the fact I've been busy doing other stuff. Usually at work, I figure out, trying to think what I'm going to do, for a show and what we're going to talk about. I did find a new channel to subscribe to. It's a Japanese man. It says that he was, delivering for Amazon to make his ends meet because he got fired from his other job. What happened was he worked a site, what I'm doing now. I work a job at Aztec and I do this on the side. And his boss found out. My boss knows I come on here, but they said it was fine. I kept my job. They didn't, as long as it doesn't interfere with my work in any way, I'm good. So uh, he lost his job because he was doing YouTube on the side. And he's homeless. He does live in a place and he pays it every day. And he's been working for Amazon. He's doing YouTube to make money, and I hope he becomes monetized and the whole thing. It just kind of, it's like you almost feel for these people. They're putting themselves out, and he's editing good video, and it's really neat. And I think that he should actually, if he, instead of him, wanting to, when he gets more of a following, he should go live so he can make some extra money and stuff. So, he's just like my kid. You're happy. You want people to do well. So this month, a coworker who I put in a suggestion box, I said, please make him employee of the month. He really is the person that goes, I don't listen to you. He'll tell you if you're talking and you're saying something that, let's just say, is a, you know, gossip, he'll just walk away. And it's amazing. I know several people who don't listen to gossip at work, and that is awesome. So here it is. Let's ask it a question. How will today's show go? Let's find out how today's show is going to go. Well, two roads. Two roads represent the number two. You see how it shows? It's like winding around. You see how it shows there? It's winding around. And where is it going? Doesn't know. All right. So we're going to find out, I guess. I have let's grind this up good. I always get excited when I open. Oh, there we go. Put the rest away. Yeah. I'm a broke girl, but I'm not worried. So I get down and he's depressed. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people in Japan seem to be depressed. They're expected to work 12 hours at a job that is shitty. They get jealous and they go, and what do? They don't say, hey, it's okay, you got another thing. It doesn't affect his work. Ugh. I'm so happy I got a good employer that goes, hey, yeah, I see you on YouTube, you're doing good, or give you that recognition. But this guy, it made me really grateful for what I have here. I bitch and I whinge, oh, I don't got a job. Hey, at least I got a place to go home. I'm not too crazy about my neighbors, but at least, I got a place. It's my own home. I could call a home. When I was living in the RV with my family, when we were waiting on this house, I was living in an RV for 11 months. Oh my God. It took me a lot to go back in that RV last year. It was so hot and so miserable here. I was just like, oh, that was a whole nother time. Okay, let's have some nimmies. What I'm going to do is get some delicioso. Oh, look at that. So, anyway, yeah, I'm just come to the whole point. I'm very happy. This is the happiest I've been. Yeah, I got lots of work to do, and my room looks like a mess. And I got a house that looks like it's been in better home and garbage. But hey, I got a place. It's mine. I don't have to pay each day. I don't have to do this guy. I'm a depressed person, and for years and years, I would shut down. I wouldn't do nothing. And I never had anyone go say and push me, say, yes, you can do it. Do even if you do, and this is what, if you do a portion of your room each day, a portion, it's finished, it's clean, you do a portion, and you get rid of your stuff, you organize it. Some people do it where, me, I like to do my clothes first because it's getting winter. I'm not going to need all the summer stuff out. Yes, I believe in having swimsuits out all the time because you don't know when a good party's going to pop up here. But I have great friends, and I feel grateful that I can go on YouTube and talk and tell you, look at, yeah. My cat's talking. He's like, oh, you forgot about me. I'm sorry. Yeah. Is that so? Did you hear that, guys? So here, let's see. We only have one person here. So I'm this is for you. It's not my card. And we'll see, how your day is going to be tomorrow. It's going to be a pain in the butt. It's going to be kind of like let's see how your day is going to end tomorrow, though. Let's see. Let's see if it can't be the mouse. We'll have to. Ah, it's going to end. Something is going to end quickly. And it's a good thing. An annoying situation is going to be done with. That's what's going to happen. Those two cards just told me something with you, an annoying situation is going to be done, and it'll be like a going, okay, all right. I can relax now, is what I can say. So that's. Oh God, this is so good. When I used to tarot read, by the time I was 12, the woman who my mom and my grandma, my family used to go to, went to me. It was funny. That's why she started noticing. She said to my grandmother, why she hasn't been going. Well, my granddaughter's pretty good at that. Why would I have to go to you when I can go and I got my own cow now? I can go to my own. But I learned a lot from her. I really did. Oh God, that's so good. Mm. So anyway, uh, I watched two of his videos before going on here because I needed to burn some time. Because usually, what happens if I get really cleaning, I lose track of time, and that's how I don't go on here. I need to put on at least one video a day. I am going to start putting miniature, mini videos and just work hard. That's all I can do. I mean, I have been wanting to do a lot better and to be more efficient on my studio because I know there's times I said I'd be on and I didn't go on. I just slough off. I go watch a movie, I'd fall asleep, and I just get bummed out. That's a bad thing when you are, how can I say, you're not feeling happy all the time. It doesn't mean that you're sad or you're overeating or you're even, watching TV. It could be that you're in a situation that you don't know how to get out. And because of that, you get stressed out and then you feel sad and you go through this whole thing of how to get yourself out. And normally, what would take a normal person who would go, okay, it takes you a while to deal with stresses and stuff, you know, and then I'm learning, to deal with this on my own. So I don't have to embarrass myself. I can have people over. That was my main thing that I really wanted is where I wouldn't be embarrassed to have someone over. At least now I'm just dealing with anything I can control is my rooms, my office, and my room and the kitchen, to keep it clean, But that's hard at times because sometimes you wake up, you're like, dang, what in the hell happened? And that's the only thing. That's why sometimes I get sad and I get melancholy. They call it different, but it's always good to also, when you're going through stuff, to talk to a therapist, a licensed therapist. And if you, there's some of them that are, $5, $10 a visit. They go on a sliding rule. You need to talk to somebody to get your whole feelings out where people are not going to, by licensed therapists, they're not going to go and blab and write a tell-all book when you do make it big in YouTube or as a actor. Yeah, they got a lot of those. Back in, I think it was the 70s, there was a lot of tell-all books and they ruined a lot of people's I guess they would say their reputation from therapists, and people quit going to therapy for a while. I think, because you get these tell-all books from these people, and you're like, well, why go to therapy? Then if you become famous, you're screwed. God, I told this therapist a load of shit. Woo wee. I mean, my uncle, he was a therapist. And he would psychoanalyze you within, I'd say, the first 30 to 60 seconds. He thought he could fix you. When he became a therapist, I had a whole lot of fun. Yes, we have a doctor in the family. No, you cannot be saved by him. I was his, I got along well with him. He married a Karen, so let's just say that she is a conniving, lying bitch. Oh, yeah. And I told my aunt that, but we're just stopping with that. Yeah, she's really bad. Exactly. Yeah, she needs to be spanked real bad. like something where she'd learn a lesson, you know? One of those things, you know, where we gotta smoke more weed. Anyway, yeah, I always like that. He would always try to psychoanalyze you, you know, when you're going through a problem. So I think it was about, oh God, 6 months ago? It was a long time ago. I never get telephone calls. Oh, let me check when he did call. God, where's my phone? Well, I gotta find the beeping. It's somewhere around here. Ah, crap. Somebody will call me. It's around. I'm just really high. There we go. Yeah. Well, some people are just bad. Don't ask me why. Maybe they're lessons or something. You know? Wow. They just left. Two happies. Woo. Yeah, I tell you. Come on up here. Want to come over here? There we go. There's my cat. Okay. I know you love me. So here I am. So anyway, I have felt a whole lot better. But like I said, 6 months ago, I got a call from my uncle. And I'm like, oh my God. He used one of his imitations, like we do voice imitations. And he was trying to do one of my dad's. And I'm like, yeah, right. You know? So, yeah, I kept thinking, I wonder what he's after because usually when he calls, it's to get information or something that he needs. Let his psychic ass figure it out. That's how I feel. Oh, God. Have you ever heard of dreamscaping? Dreamscaping is where you connect to somebody. Everyone has different ways. They can meditate, look at the people person, look at their picture, or they can even visualize the person and they go into their dream and they talk to them. It's just a theory. So let's pick a card for you. Money. Well, let's make it 2. Worries. I think a lot of times you try to foresee problems that aren't there, but don't look at the problems that are there. It's like what we all do. We all do that. How about for me? Let's pull 2 for me. Let's see what we got here. Ah, high standards. I see this as a classy place. Ah, now this makes more sense. When you put the 2 together, you got a nice, big, classy house. Not my house. I would like you to welcome you to Better Home and Garbage. That's right. Well, what I'm going to do, because I lost the gold, and I'm really kind of tired of just the way it is, and I looked all over for it, and yeah, I do not know where the fuck it is. Like, I was just like, oh. Well, anyway, I am going to put beautiful garland. I'm going to see if I can year round it like a garland. It doesn't look too Christmassy. It looks more decorative. I'm going to put it all the way around my room, and that is how I'm going to get away with that. But I got to have money for that. So for now, I got to do Christmas shopping and paying bills and surviving, those type of things. Oh, God. So here's to my hardworking boyfriend. I had a coworker call me a siren. I didn't know what the hell that was, so I looked the sucker up. You know what sirens are? You can chat right over here if you have an idea, or if you went to a special Eat Your Siren slash mermaid party. Well, I just was put to YouTube, and suddenly I seen what a siren was and what they sound like. Ooh, they're pretty. You hear this beautiful sound, and sure enough, it's a mermaid. Woo! And sometimes you see the merman. That's right. So let's do 2 for you. Let's find out what's going on. An ending. Surgery. A quick surgery. It's usually something to do happen quickly with the health. But it's usually surgery. Yeah. It'll be surgery. Health. Health and surgery. Shit. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to do some sit-ups. You know what I'm going to be ordering? I'm going to be ordering a Merkel wig. I'm going to be making fun of Miss Merkel. That's right. She's as bright as her candles are. Okay, let's do two for me. Let's find out what's happening in my love life. I have only one person I'm seeing, so, and that's Brandon. So let's find out. That's hopes, dreams, intuition, psychic feelings, and it's also romance. Ooh, a new get together, a young get together. It's not a baby. That's just a fit, like a. It's also, if you see the kids on a tricycle thing. My theory is a new, fresh visit. That's what it's going to be, a new, fresh visit in the evening. So let's find out. Well, thanks for the thumbs up. As always, tell me where you're from. And if you've been watching me for a while, tell me how long. All right, here we go. Wow, you got that too. Ooh. Ah. New talks. Talking. A brand new conversation. It's talking. Let's do a little more pumping. Hi, I'm Omega, and I just love this color. It reminds me of red, white, and blue. That's what I am. And why not? Let's puff away. Let me just get this all stirred up. Just make sure it gets all used up and get all that. Yeah, there we go. Light it up. Man, this is good. I haven't done this in a while. Sometimes I take a break so I know how good it is. Mm-mm-mm. It's my turn. All right. What will happen in my life? Okay, first card. Key to open doors to a great success. Oh, I know I'm gonna learn that armpit farting gesture just right. A mice. Now, usually when you have the key that opens everything, Sometimes you have a little bit of worry on the other end, and I just need to have confidence in myself, and that's what it is a lack of confidence.
And Devin, you gonna be up for a little while?
I should answer, yeah, Dad, I'm gonna be
Announced. Now I'm gonna be heading to bed.
I've been feeding my cat turkey because
I'm gonna be heading to the to go get water, so I won't be at the house. So just keep your ears peeled, you know.
okay. Here's for you. Prestigious building, high standards. I'm feeling them all. Going to a mall. Okay, me. So, going to go in. All right. Money. Oh, my money, my how can I say this? It's a good. It means my money manners shine, I got good business. Whew, goodness, that was a fresh one. Make me wonder. Pepsi's the only one out of all the Coke companies that will sell a 12 pack in real sugar. Right? I'm sorry, baby. I will have enough to get you nummies. Trust me. I will use my feeling good about myself We're all human. We're not perfect. I'm just been lucky. I mean, not many women have as much clothes as I do, or not just clothes, okay? Not many women have their own house, you know? Well, it's not mine yet. I'm just saying, down the road when I buy it. I am so glad no one can see that. So, how is everyone? Well, we got 15 minutes. I thought that was going to come out. Yeah. Puff and read. All right. It's your turn. Heart. Lily. A love for a older person. Not just a woman friend. Your lover. Your girlfriend. Them burping spiders, man. I gotta really clean. We got places all over. They're just, well, at least the farting ones are hiding real good, man. They got real big bums, just like big round ones, and you just look at them a certain way, and they get scared, and suddenly they just let loose like you can't believe. Woo wee! My dad told me for years and years, so I believed it. I was 8, believing that women go to bed, and that's when their bowels and everything let loose. So we had a special gene or whatever that we didn't. When we farted, there was no smell. My dad lied. I got in trouble for farting in class. I'm going, no, it's not my smell. And oh my God, my dad had to go to the school and explain. All right, Steph. That's how you fix your parent from lying to you. Really put it where they'll remember not to do that. I grew up with a man. So here I was, I could burp out my whole name. I could do all kinds of stuff. I was like, my dad was like, God dang. So he started dating. He figured I need women in his life, like so I can have a role model. And I realized, yeah. So in public, I'm very respectful. even in private, sometimes. So, yeah. Well, it is 10 minutes till. Uh, let's do one for me. We'll do 2 cards. Uh, uh. Um, like when you, I guess you would say a star love, maybe I will meet somebody who I either listen music to or watch on TV. Who knows? Oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm drinking Pepsi. Yeah, it's real sugar. Yeah, you gotta look for it. And sometimes, and thank God, Albertson's stocked up. Oh, yeah. That's the only time. Holidays. I allow myself Coca-Cola, or we're drinking like water. That's bubbly. hmm I used to buy the expensive stuff. It used to be reasonable, like $3 a case, and then it went to 3.50. No problem. 4.50. Okay. I think it's up to $7 or $8 a case. I'm like, oh, they go keep it. I'll get something else that's comparative. Oh, I said, Jesus, you get too expensive. So I'm probably going to go in and pick up some soda water or something more healthier than this. It's enough. 2 days worth is way enough. Me with real sugar. Woohoo! So what about you? I would sing theme songs for some reason, but I can't really do that. Oh, he laughed. Okay. Well, it looks like it's time for me to go anyway. So you all have a good one. I'm going to go and catch up on some stuff to do. All right.